The Election Commission has released the draft voter list after a special intensive revision in Uttar Pradesh. The first phase of SIR has also been completed in 12 states. The process started on 28 October 2025. After the revision, names of about 6.59 crore voters were removed from the draft list across states. In Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, nearly 7.5% of voters were dropped. Officials clarified that this is not the final list. Voters whose names are missing can file claims and objection within the given times to get their names restored. Late at night, authorities removed encroachment near Ramlila Maidan in Delhi. The land was close to a mosque and a graveyard. Acting on Delhi High Court orders, the MCD used 17 bulldozers to demolish a banquet hall, diagnostic center and shops. Near Faiz-e-Ilahi Mosque at Turkman Gate, tension rose during the drive. A crowd pelted stone at police and MCD staff. To control the situation, police used tear gas. Security was tightened and the area was divided into 9 zones. Heavy police deployment continues to prevent further violence and maintain law and order. The Supreme Court will hear an important case on stray dogs on Wednesday. A special bench of Justice Vikram Nath, Justice Sandeep Mehta and Justice N.Y. Anjaria will take up the matter. The case began on 28 July 2025 after media reports highlighted the spread of rabies due to dog bites in Delhi. So far, the court has filed 5 hearings. On 6 January, 2 new petitions were filed. The court remarked that even human-related cases do not receive so many applications. All petitions will be heard together on Wednesday. The case focuses on public safety, animal welfare and the responsibility of authorities. Supreme Court has dismissed the plea of lawyer Gautam Khaitan in the August Westland VVIP helicopter scam case. Court said the petition was an attempt to avoid trial. A bench led by CJI Surikant and Justice Joy Male Bagchi observed that will the accused often try to bypass the legal system. Court made it clear that no one is above the law. Khaitan will have to face trial like any ordinary citizen. The ruling underlies the court's strict approach toward corruption cases and sends a strong message against delaying tactics by influential accused. A US-based strategic research firm has claimed that during Operation Sindoor, Pakistan made nearly 60 requests to stop the conflict. According to the report, Pakistan reached out through multiple diplomatic and back-channel routes expressing concern over escalation. The firm also said that India had made limited contact during the period, mainly to convey its position and security concerns. The claim suggests intense diplomatic activity alongside military preparedness. Indian authorities have not officially commented on the report. The development has drawn attention to the behind-the-scenes diplomacy that often runs parallel to regional security operations. US President Donald Trump has claimed that Venezuela's interim government will hand over 3 to 5 crore barrels of restricted oil to the United States. According to Trump, the oil will be sold at market rates, but the revenue will remain under US control. He has directed the Energy Secretary to implement the plan immediately. This move follows recent US military action in Venezuela and the arrest of President Nicolas Maduro. The announcement has raised global attention as it links energy sanctions and geopolitics and may impact international oil market and US-Latin America relations. After US military action in Venezuela, tensions have increased across Latin America. Strong anti-American sentiment is being seen in several countries. Colombia President Gustavo Petro openly challenged US President Donald Trump. Petro said that if the US has courage, it should try to arrest him as well. His sentiment has triggered intense political reaction across the region. Leaders and citizens are debating sovereignty, foreign intervention and regional unity. The situation has added to instability in Latin America and may affect diplomatic ties, regional cooperation, and future US involvement in the continent. Indian stock market shows lower today due to heavy selling in auto and banking shares. The Sensex fell by 200 points, ending the session in the red. The Nifty also slipped by around 50 points. Major losses were seen in auto companies as investors booked profit after recent gains. Banking stocks also faced pressure amid mixed global cues and cautious investor sentiment. Mid-cap and small-cap stocks showed mild weakness. Market experts said uncertainty in global markets and lack of strong domestic triggers affected trading. Investors are now watching upcoming economic data and global developments for direction. The Women's Premier League Season 4 will be played over 28 days with a total of 22 matches. The opening match will be between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bengaluru in Mumbai. The tournament will feature 5 teams with league matches followed by playoff and the final. 2 teams have changed their captains ahead of the new season, aiming for better results. All matches will be played at selected venues in India. The league continues to grow in popularity, offering a strong platform for women cricketers and attracting global attention and young talent. Severe cold conditions continue across India as temperatures drop below 5 degrees Celsius in 8 states, including Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Many cities reported chilly nights and dense fog in the morning. In Jammu and Kashmir, authorities have issued a 15-day snowfall alert warning of heavy snow in higher reaches. Tourists and locals have been advised to be cautious. In Uttarakhand, extreme cold has caused water to freeze inside pipelines, disrupting daily supply in several areas. The weather department said cold wave condition may continue for the next few days. People are advised to stay indoors and follow safety guidelines. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.